morning, Jules here from Joolsedesigns at JT Creations. So today we're going to decorate the cover, but first of all we're going to extend it. So this is, when I get my ruler, the actual template is 1-inch spine, and as you can see it's turned out quite a chunky monkey, and it will fit in. Fit in quite nice, but what I want to do is I want to give you the options of extending the spine. So what I've done is I actually took a piece of card that was 3 inches, printed a little bit of the digital on it, scored it at 2 inches either side. I ran a punch down the edges just to give it a little bit of frill. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut that right in the middle, and there we have it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this on here. And this is the front. And I'm just wiping the edges. That's one thing about fabric tack, it does rub off as it's drying. So any excess fabric tack, you can see. So if you wanted, you could do a bigger spine and make more signatures, just print more out. You can use anything. And again, what I'm doing is I'm just making sure, because the spine is a little bit taller than the so I'm just making it both sure that the front and the back are the same level. And again, and we'll just rub that away. And there we have it, and that will just fit in. That's the middle, so when you're putting your spine in, you could actually unpick these and put it on a bigger spine. I'm not, and I'm not going to stick it in quite yet, because I want to finish the front, but there you can see. So what I've done is I printed another cover off, and what I did was I did this off screen. I cut this out, and I'm just going to put it on. And I just cut round some of these, and I also cut I don't know whether you can see, just feathered some of the just so that we could rough them up a bit. And again, and you can use silicone glue, you don't have to use sticky foam pads. I always use the negative parts as well, I never waste anything. What I'm going to do is I am going to put a little bit of just enough to give me some wiggle room, because I need to get this perfect. And my fingers are sticking to it. So if it's slightly off, it's fine. And there we are. Move these out the way. And now that's dry, and we'll just give that a little crease. And again with this one, a little crease. And what I want to do is I want to run some, I want to use some pearl drops and stickles and things. Now I don't know how much of this I've got left. Alright, that one, and that one. And I'm going to use this one as well. This is the Stickles. This is called Patina. I use this inside, and I'm just going to use it up on this. I'm just going up the spine of the branch. And we'll go down this branch. I'll just put some little dark bits in. It's like a greeny gold, so it is quite... Now I'm just putting some round this, the edge of this cone. I'll see what this one's doing. This one's Dove, is it Dovecraft? This one's not a Stickles. And what I'm doing is I'm just covering some of the just giving like little pearly snowdrops. Around this stag. I've got some silver stickles here. And again, as I said, I've had these for a long time. They do and they don't work. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. They clog up just like glue. Oh, that one's working. And I'm just putting little bits on there. Of the leaves. And I do store them upside down. And what we'll do is we'll let that dry and I'll come back to you when that's dry, and we can add some more glitz, because what I want to do is I want to put a ribbon, a navy blue and a silver organza ribbon. So what I might do is I might use my ribbon, because I probably want it about yeah, I just want a flappy one. Okay, so I'll leave it there and we'll see in a bit. Hi all, so while we're waiting on the cover to dry, we've still got some little bits that are still drying. I've put some gold, it's not Stickles, it's Cosmic Shimmer, just on the berries. So while we're waiting on that drying, what I've been doing is I've been making some clusters just out of the little bits of die cuts that I cut out, and little bits of pictures, and I think they're quite cute. So it's just to use them all up. And what I do is I put that there, just where I think that they'll go. And that says A Joyous Noel. But what we're going to do is we're going to put Enchanted over the top. And just get my glue. And it's an easy way of just making clusters using up all your bits of die cuts. And then we'll put that on. Up. There. We've got some winter sparkles, so we've got one it says bobsleighing. Bobsledding, sorry. and I'll stick that down there, and then we'll just have, do we want that there? I think I quite like it there, or do we want it on the bottom? Quite like it on the bottom, so and these will be in the journal on the flip through, so we'll put that there. And this says Christmas, so we'll put that there. Because I don't want to cover the robin too much, and I'm not inking round these. You can if you want. And then they're just small clusters, as you can see. Got another one here, snow-kissed, so we've got some robins, a robin, and as I say, when I've got a kit, what I usually do is I print it off as many to a sheet as I can get. Do we want that one on there? Yep. And that gives me these little cards that I can use for clusters. And snippet rolls and things like that, but I'm not doing any snippet rolls for this one. We've got a couple here. So we've got, and that one says Season's Greetings. So we'll put that one on there first. And I've just cut round with deckled edge scissors. And this one says Wintry. And then do I want that stick in there? I think we'll have that one out the bottom. Yeah, I should have had my messy mat down for this because the glue's going to go through these mesh things. Never mind. Oh, wrong way. It wouldn't have mattered. And this one, got the bird, and again we'll have that on the bottom. I'm just using art glitter glue. And this one says Dreamy. And there's this one. I've got a tag in that one, but I have got I think I will stick with the doilies. So we've got glistening. That says Happy Winter up there, so we'll just put that over there. And that down there, and we're going to have that one at the top yet. Right, just bear with me 1 minute. Sorry about that, my phone was ringing. And that's that one, and this one again's got Dreamy on it. That there. That there, and the last one. And some of these doilies are just, some of them got a little bit damaged when I was pulling them out of the dye. It's just that I'd put so many layers on. This one says Home for Holidays. And we're going to have that one on the top. I think we'll have it on the bottom. And there we are. So there's quite a few little clusters. And if I don't use them, I can use them on Christmas journals when it gets nearer the time. And some of them have got gold bits at the back. Some of them have got silver. And there's one there. So we've got a pile there. So I'm quite pleased with that. But what I do want to do is I do want to ink it a little bit, just with a little bit of anthracite, and I'm just and what I want to do is I want to do a little bit. Now this has had a bit of chance to dry. And one of the things I do want to do is I want to put a little ring in there. Now I do have some somewhere, but it's where I've put them. There we are. So these I got, I think it probably will be AliExpress. Put them back. And they've got a tiny, tiny like brad that I'm going to feed through the card and then give it a good stick down. So I want it about there. Now you can put screws in it, and I have got little screws. However, the card isn't thick enough. So what I'm doing is I'm just looking for my pokey tool. And I've just poked 3 holes and just nip this together and poke it in there. Alright, so if we put it through there first, you have to grip to squeeze, which is what I like. Just stick that through there. And that through there. Right, take that out, Julie. And we will put a little bit of glue around this as well. And that is not in the middle. So I'm just going to snip that so it is in the middle. Put these back in there. Move it to the middle. And we'll put a little bit of glue either side of these. And we'll just move them back. I'm using my scissors just to press them back because it needs to be as flat as possible. And press that down. Lift the ring up, press it down again. And there we are. So that puts one of them rings. So there I've got a ring to put charms and things in, because I quite like these, and I have put them on previous journals. But sometimes if the journal's thicker, I take that out and I put a brad in, which is can be a bit pain. I used to have like thin metal tape that I could use, but I've not got any of that left. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stick the spine in, and I will need to clamp it. And I think that's it. We'll just call that a day, and then the next time you see this journal will be on the flip through. And I'll also put washi tape down the side of these. So, and there'll be little dangles on these. So I'm just looking for my middle. That's it. And my middle on that one. I'm just checking that I've got it up the right way. And I'm just going to clamp this bottom one. And clamp this top one, because it's a 3-hole pamphlet stitch, the stitching doesn't go right up to the top, so it gives me a chance to get right. I'm looking for the right, just let me put that out a little bit and that out a little bit, just so I can press these in. And I'm just pressing it in between the signatures, just to give it that little bit. Take the clamps off. And I think that's it in for now. Oh, got a little bit of glue's leaked onto the page, that's fine. Right, take this off. It's going to have to come off again. It got wonky. And that's it on that, and that's it on that one. And I'm just holding it down. And that's it. So I'm still going to clamp it here, just, and I'm going to leave it. And then, as I say, you'll see this again in the flip through, and it looks a quite nice little journal. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye.